Welcome boys and girls, Christine here with Settra, the Imperishable in Total War Warhammer 3, patch 6.3. This is on Legendary, it is on Very Hard with neutral AI stats modifier, right here. The only mod that I'm using that has any consequences is auto-resolve quest battles, just because they've been around for a while, they're not really that interesting to play. Though I might be forced to play some of them because auto-resolve is what it is, and then just toggle Fog of War just to show certain things on the map. Oh, I actually got lucky in this one. Seriously, this is the first one I started, and I get the 5th book of Nagash in Lamia. Though I'm not sure if I want to go there in order to pick it up, because I might just be able to confederate Khalida through the mortuary cult, which they've added in. Though it is expensive, keep that in mind. It's not going to be cheap, it's not going to be free, but I do have different priorities to begin with over here in this campaign at Settra than just going over to Lamia. Though I might want to go there, but the problem that I'm going to have over here is going to be with respect to Manfred, because he does have a great deal of hostility against Settra. So anyway, I start with the Tomb Prince, and I also have a War Sphinx right here, which we will be using, but not necessarily right from the very beginning right here. So instead, what I'm just going to do, there's no auto-resolve mod, anything like that, this is just default. Well, it's because these guys really don't have much, and I do have that War Sphinx. I'm guessing that Sphinx and the fact that I have an extra hero is what's counting over here. Right there, but yeah, I do take some damage on Skeletal Warriors, not so much on Tomb Guards. I do wonder if they've changed certain things with auto-resolve already to a degree or another. I don't know. Anyway, so we get some Canopic Jars, 187. I cannot research anything at this point, just don't have enough Canopic Jars. Now, normally you're supposed to be Numas, but that's actually the worst decision you can make right there, because that will leave you open to Scarbrand attacking Numas, so you don't want to do that. So instead I'm just going to go for training. I'm going to get campaign movement range for Settra. I'm going to make use of that in this campaign. What I need is to get as many troops as possible, as quickly as possible, and to also get a good amount of money, because I will be needing that. I'm just declaring war over there on the Knights of the Flame. They will be wiped out very, very quickly by Archon, so just a bit of money that I'm getting from Archon in that situation. Make no mistake, I might not have to fight every battle, but there will certainly be a good amount of battles. And one of the pitfalls of auto-resolve is that, yes, you can auto-resolve certain battles, but the question is, if you auto-resolve this one, how strong is your army going to be on the next one? So one of the key factors in playing a campaign is really being able to play that effectively. Like, for instance, yeah, I cannot resolve this, but I would also take heavy casualties, which would not be ideal in a certain way. However, I really don't want to fight that many vampire counts. Just not really a fun battle, and besides, Tomb Kings do have a good amount of recruitment capability. Settra does have the ability to get extra population surplus when he captures a settlement, and we're just going to get a bunch of units right here very, very quickly. Yes, I did lose a chariot, but I don't care so much about that. Those default chariots, like, I just recruited them because I have nothing else to recruit. And now I have enough Canopic Jars to be able to get the Dynasty. And I am going to start with the 4th Dynasty. The reason I'm going to start with the 4th Dynasty is it gives you a bunch of Tomb Guard benefits. So you look at melee attack, melee defense, Hydro Titan. Although I might be willing to change a couple of things around. But realistically, 4th Dynasty is probably the best if we're looking at it. Ushapti, so 6th Dynasty is the one you might want to get later. Though keep in mind, there's all kinds of balancing things to take into consideration here. So for instance, 1st Dynasty, 1st Dynasty can give you campaign movement range and construction costs for old buildings. as well as, you know, you can get some unit capacity, but if we look at 4th Dynasty, you get unit capacity for Tomb Guard, so that's what I'm going to start with right here, just getting that done. You know, Tomb Guard benefits. Settra does have Tomb Guard capacity, which is pretty important, so that is going to be rather useful to get a bunch of those. One of the things to be said about Settra's campaign is that you do start in that exposed position, so you do gotta manage being exposed because you've got Scarbrand to north, you've got Manfred, you've got Volkmar potentially to deal with right there. So I just kind of want to move to the very limit of the territory. Numas does have an army, but it's just one army that they have, and I'm going to get that plaza in order to pick up more troops, get some skeletal warriors. So I am going to get the full stack. Whether or not I want to use this incantation in order to pick up that Casket of Souls is a different discussion. I do obviously want the Casket of Souls. It's a huge combat advantage that you do have when you're playing, etc. But on the flip side, I could save up money and get Khemri to tier 3, because I'll get the population surplus, and due to that population surplus, I might just be able to succeed right there. Now here I have a choice. I could set up an ambush. Actually, no, we can take this down. So this one I might be forced to fight, I think. Yeah, that's a lot of Tomb Kings, but it's not... It's not a big problem of battle. Do I really care so much about one unit of Tomb Guards that I want to fight this? Not necessarily, but do I care about overall casualty so that I maintain strength? I do. One of the things to mention as Tomb Kings is you have limited faction strength because you can't recruit extra armies early on in a campaign, regardless of how you rush it, and a lot of AI decisions are based on faction strength. So if I lose a lot of troops here, then Manfred is going to be more willing to attack me. Now I do wonder if the minor faction that Manfred starts at war with, if they've been destroyed right there. So there's a huge amount of troops. I'm not going to be able to just march against them directly. I need to, you know... the one problem you do have in a lot of these settlement battles is there's such a huge number of troops that you're pretty much forced to corner camp to a degree. Now, obviously, you don't need to corner camp with all of your units, but it's wise enough to do so with a good amount of your units. And we're just going to position our best units to protect our flanks. And yeah, just move them over there, right there. And we're going to move Settra right in the middle. Keeping in mind that the way Tomb Kings work is they're going to get reinforcements in the battle because they're going to get Yolosapien being spawned. So using that effectively is an important thing. But yeah, I do want to keep these chariots in reserve. What I want to do here is do a bit of damage with my ranged chariots. So having one of these like skirmisher chariot units, like this is an entire melee army. That's one of the reasons I'm willing to corner camp, is because it's like obviously going to favor me quite heavily. Does Settra have a mount? Yes, he does. Okay, so let's just pull back. But the way the AI is, actually they do have, what, 1 unit of archers. Okay, fair enough. But if you do attack an enemy like this, what you're going to do, well, one, if you have multiple units on different parts of the battlefield, they will be willing to go and engage those units. But really, if the enemy is trying to, you know, just be cute like this and just play defensively, using a skirmisher unit like this, a fast-moving skirmisher unit will force the AI to engage. The AI is not just going to sit there and just, you know, use... and just let you shoot at them with impunity. It would actually be smarter if they did, because it would make the battle harder if they were not willing to engage me right here, but all the same. So yeah, we got some skeletal spearmen, Nehekar, and warriors. So the one thing I do want to deal with, I'm just going to enable guard mode for my skeletal archers. Like, yes, let's just pull that back, and let's send those chariots after those Nehekar and warriors. Speed it up a bit. Keep in mind the chariots themselves are one of Settra's strength, and surprisingly they're decently effective in melee. Both chariot units are decently effective. They're not the best units to use as chariots. Like, the thing about chariots, and this is one of the things that affects Pharaoh, but the one problem that chariots have in Total War is that if you're looking at a vehicle unit, if you will, like this, if you have more than 4 models per unit, the pathfinding is just going to go all over the place. So yeah, the main army, so you can see that I've lured a good portion of the enemy army to chase me down right there. If we can kill the enemy lord, that will be great. And yeah, I just want to divide and conquer right there. So just a bit of repositioning right there, just paying attention to what's going on. I do want to deal with those archers. Well, actually, there's more archer units than I anticipated. Okay, fair enough. So let's just charge in there in that situation. And let's send Settra and our Tomb Prince right in the middle of the enemy army, because, yeah, that's where they'll do the most good. Settra does have this ability to explode. So I'm just looking to kill the enemy lord. So let's use the first one right there. Just good explosion. Done. We're going to go after those archers with those chariot units. So we're just going to pinch them right here and then pull back. Just do a bit of pinching, then pull back, buff up Settra. He's the only magic user I do have right here. And really, you don't want to focus on Settra's magic. It's kind of weird, by the way, that he has magic. I don't think in the lore Settra has magic. Could be mistaken on that, but yeah, just a bit of cycle charging right here. Trying to break the enemy formation, trying to do some damage. Okay, let's just charge in. Would be a bit nice if the game was willing to tell you, okay, so this is the HP that these guys have. So yeah, this is the thing that I'm concerned about, like with these kind of chariot units, is like the fact that they do have a tendency of getting like stuck in and you can't move them. One of the things people have apparently figured out is that it's... Okay, so we got those Shopti just spawning in, so let's go deal with that. And yeah, send the... No, we actually don't have those Shopti. I would have been a bit surprised. I just saw a unit in the middle of my formation. I just thought, okay, that's got to be a Shopti, but it's not. Where's my one unit? Okay, so we got those guys doing some flanking damage. Let's just try and stay mobile, stay productive over here. But yeah, Settra is just not doing what I would have wanted him to do right there, which is to obviously take down the enemy lore. Like, that's one of the main priorities. You will win. Like, let's just put these guys back because we don't want to lose them. You will win a lot of battles much quicker, especially if you're playing with AI stats. Like, I don't play with AI stats because I detest them. I think having Skaven slaves just being in a situation where they can and will. Right, so we got those Shopti spawning there. We got our first heal coming in right there. Okay, so Garrison, come on, Settra, do your thing. Let's just send these guys in. Okay. And some of them are disintegrating already. We got our first heal of the day coming in. I got 30 seconds until until they start disintegrating right there, and we can send more troops in. Hopefully I win the battle before, you know, the rest of these units do come in. Settra should try and get him out. I mean, I could have kept him closer to my army, but yeah, just one of those things. We can buff our Sphinx right there in order to get that kind of benefit. Those Yolosapien are doing a decent amount of damage. Let's use our archers to deal with the massive units that are surrounding Settra and try and deal with that. Okay, so more damage on our side. Come on, Settra, get out of there, get out. I'm not worried about him dying, for the record. I think he's pretty fine. From that perspective, I just want him to be more freaking useful. Unfortunately, that's probably not going to happen, but yeah, let's just try and do that. So a lot of different damage on the skeletons right there. Hopefully they'll start disintegrating soon enough. We do have this unit that's not been engaged just yet. Okay, let's just pull these chariots back through our lines. Yeah, so there's a bunch of units right there. Might get the last heal. If we kill their lord, we might just be able to win it outright. So hopefully that does happen. And yeah, the Sphinx is probably going to do that job. Let's just pull these guys back. They're not useful at dying for me. So pull these guys back, send these guys into the melee. And yeah, just try and charge the Nehekara warriors. Pull the archer chariots. Like, those ones I actually don't want to lose because, you know, they're harder to recruit. Come on. That's annoying. Okay, forget that. Alright, where's my Yolosapien? Come on, give me my Yolosapien. I want my freaking Yolosapien. Okay, one unit is down. Unfortunate, but so be it. Don't necessarily need it against Maverick. I can use the Sphinx if need be to deal with that. So yeah, what's the situation? Do I have more magic? Yes, I do. So let's just do a bit of that. Okay, and battle is won. Yeah, as I said. Like, maybe I should have just sent the Sphinx in a more aggressive stance right there, but Pyrrhic victory, sure, but I kept what's important. Gonna need to adopt certain different tactics against, yeah, I'm not gonna sack that, there's no point. We get one surplus point right there. We need two. So yeah, let's just get Sun Scorched Armor. So we lost 2 units. Not a big deal. Right there. I could start getting to tier 2. I'm gonna get rid of the growth building. I don't need that. And let's get hard to hit. Items are going to be a thing we need. So next turn. So actually, I think I just lost 1 unit. The other one was
the next time you see
not relevant. Now, victory conditions do require me to take Kargarund, but... And this is one of the things that I would want CA to, like, updates. Like, do I really need to control all of these elements? Like, how about vassals? Like, vassalization is one of the key strengths of... I could pay Manfred to leave me alone. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Because I do have other priorities, right? Do I want to go pay a visit to Khalida? Maybe. Maybe I could have avoided it had I declared war on Manfred's enemy soon. Right there. But yeah. One of the things that's annoying about settlements is you not only have potentially a full stack in a settlement, which, yeah, you do have limited armies as Tomb Kings. And even when you don't have limited armies as Tomb Kings, you kind of want to have your forces in such a situation. Okay, do I have... let's do that. And so next turn, we can get the Casket of Souls, but do I want the Casket of Souls or do I want some other stuff? Do I need the Casket of Souls, or could I just save up? I mean, obviously, getting the casket as quickly as possible can be a big benefit. I could go for the Black Pyramid of Nagash pretty quickly in this campaign. So yeah, that's a lot of recruitment. The AI cheats. It cheats in global recruitment. We might get a rebellion here. Okay, anyway, so that's been built. And this is why I might wait on the Casket of Souls. So yeah, just fight the, just auto-resolve that, take it over, and now we can get to tier 3. Power. And beyond that, what else do I want? We want gold. We want money. Lots and lots of money. Bad. That's the reason I didn't go for the Casket of Souls. Is like it's better to get Camry to tier 3. It will give you more power. And we do have an extra barracks now, so I can merge some of these units together and, you know, just recruit more of these Nehekara warriors right here. Maybe even get rid of these guys. Yep, there we go. And that is Settra's army. It's gonna take a while to get the Casket of Souls, though, and unfortunately in this situation. Tell you what, though, I could go to war against Scarbrand right here and potentially get Foric very quickly as a vassal. Because if I take that settlement directly north of me, sure, you know, it's a problem with regards to Manfred. We do have the Crown of Nehekara right there, and we're gonna go claim it. Maybe I can auto-resolve it even. Nope. Yeah, it's real fun. Okay, let's skip the cinematic and just get into the battle right here very quickly.
Forward, my legions! Settra dominates
Right, so they're trying to lure me into a trap right there, but it's like Settra does not give a shit. In fact, I can probably just waste their ammunition right here. I mean, those shots are pretty accurate, though, things considered, so just gotta be a bit careful about how I tackle that. I don't know if what kind of units they have. Like, let's just charge in. Yeah, so they have some units right there, but nothing to... Oh, Settra can just kill all of them. But yeah, getting rid of these hell cannons will reduce a lot of the problems that I do have. But I do need to kill basically all the cast dwarves using those cannons in. It's a bit weird the way they designed hell cannons. I'm not sure if they had that on the tabletop. So do they have like, yeah, that's just marauders with great weapons. Alright, let's send the Tomb Prince. Maybe they just didn't want to make single entity artillery units. Alright, so that's one hell cannon. Okay, if I can win this battle without really losing half my army, I'll consider that a significant win. Okay. Let's see if we can move further. Okay, that's a problem. Move, Settra, move.
Bring my chariot. Legions forward. Onwards, legions.
He's done his duty. Now pull back.
Boom, prince.
Alright, get him out.
I move.
And then get the chariots out too. Before it's too late.
Onwards, legions. King of kings.
Oh, wrong ability. Well, wrong keybind at any rate. Alright, gonna get those archers to shoot at the marauders and try and use the chariots right here to greater effect. Chaos Knights coming in. Alright, gonna have to flank around on the side. Gonna send Tomb Guard into the center right there.
Bring me the bones.
Hopefully he doesn't die, because that would suck. But those are Chaos Knights. Those Chaos Knights are better than most of the units I do have in my army, unfortunately. Alright, let's flank around. Now, I feel Norska was developed really late on in Warhammer 2's development to some extent. Okay, that should be about it, roughly. Took some damage, but we do get a bit of casualty replenishment, and regardless, Scarbrand ain't there. Okay. Why I miss? Ah, there we go. The Lord. Yeah, I was wondering a bit about that one. Let's pull it back a bit.
Mightiest of kings.
Maybe I could have made my life a bit easier. There we go. Oh, yeah, I would have killed him, but need the money. So with the Crown of Nehekara, let's just look at it again. So we get passive Crown of Nehekara, physical resistance, so pretty useful for Settra. And we also get Unyielding Will. The reason that's important is because it gives us those Tomb Princes, which we do want. So we're going to pick those up. What's the situation right there? So I don't have enough money to... I don't have enough Canopic jars to get an extra army, but that's fine. Qatar, Numas, let's go with Qatar. And yeah. I'll get money from Forik anyway. I admit I'm tempted to do something with regards to Manfred. I'm willing to give him Qatar, for instance, if he just leaves me alone for a while. He probably would break that non-aggression pact anyway. But I'll see. With regards to Scarbrand, it might be smarter to go for his capital directly. Yeah, he really wants Qatar for whatever reason. Didn't realize Qatar was such prime real estate, honestly. It would buy me time if I did that. Just one of those things, right?
Mortals, thou hast trespassed.
And it gives me money. Yeah. Okay. You want to declare war on me? Fair enough. He might take Camry, or try to take Camry anyway. The money I've gained there, though, is gonna be useful. Because I'll be able to vassalize Forik and then just ignore Khalida. She's not gonna declare war on me if I get Forik. Well, rather, Forik. Okay, what do we have here in this element? That's a kind of an important discussion point. So he's got... yeah, okay. Alright. We can work with that. And now let's get those two Tomb Princes.
Son of Nehekara.
I have nothing for the undead. Leave now.
Yeah, so 44 is what I need. So I probably either need his capital or Gorgazan. I think I'm gonna go for Gorgazan, though that means I will have to deal with Scarbrand, but fair enough, I'll just get his defeat rate in battle. And make no mistake, Manfred is just a nuisance as opposed to an actual threat. Problem is, I've got other shit on my table, so I can't really deal with that as I would like to.
My father demands it.
Okay, let's get rid of these two.
Strengthen our legions.
I would force march, but I'm a bit concerned. One of the benefits of Settra, though, is you can construct shit faster, so we're gonna get that spell resistance benefit. Well, allow me to cast spells against Khorne. The horror. I think a lot of the Tomb King stuff does absolutely need an update, from my perspective. Like, yeah, we'll be able to get to Shopti. So we sell out to Forik, we get to war with Scarbrand, we defeat Scarbrand, we take Gorgazan, and eventually we just go to war with Manfred. I mean, if I wanted to, really wanted to, I could make him a vassal, but do I really want to? Not quite.
Settra waits.
Only vengeance will make me happy. Is that what you offer?
If we do defeat him... Okay, so research is finished. 775. Okay. So that's 4th Dynasty. Do I want 1st Dynasty? Proclamation. Yeah, we could use that, but... For a moment, we're just gonna get that Lich Priest right there. Alright, this battle. Well, we will fight in the shadows of the pyramid. As in, we're gonna corner camp. You don't fight Scarbrand on an even playing field, let's just put it like that. If you do, you probably lose. I mean, yes, an higher-end army of the Tomb Kings would annihilate Scarbrand. We don't have that higher-end army, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to make do with what we got. Hopefully we can distract at least some of his units. Oh, damn it. Bad control. Pull the chariots back. Yeah, they're not gonna win that one, are they? Flesh hounds ain't the joke. What can you say? Here comes the big red chicken. Let's meet him with our own chicken.
Great king. My way. Who prince?
Yeah, this is one of the reasons you really don't want to fight Scarbrand in an open field, because he will do that. But we are winning.
Crix who promise. Obey me. Settra the Imperishable.
He's dead.
Settra the Imperishable.
Alright, wait for the bloodletters to all be engaged, and then we can try and do a couple of things with regards to our chariots. Oh, and I should probably target the Cast Warriors of Khorne. The problem...
Curse them. Break them. Settra the Imperishable. Forward. My orders enacted. Onwards, legions. Son of Henry.
Okay.
Black Prince. Yes.
Right, let's get those chariots charging in. Form the flank. while also trying to keep my forces as much alive as possible. Like, that's one of the reasons you corner camp. It's not necessarily to win the battle, though it obviously does freaking help, but it's rather to preserve your forces. So in this case, it's not relevant too much, but yeah, now let's just summon those to shop, because if you fight on an open field, like, the AI will do flanking attacks and all that kind of stuff. Right, push up to you coming in. And that might just be the battle. Yep. Close victory. Faster than I expected. Yeah, let's get that campaign movement range. So I got a choice here, essentially. Do I go for Khalida to the east while building up an army here? It's a good question.
You seek the...
Settra the Imperishable.
Speed could be nice.
The time has come, my lord, to signal to your people that Nehekara is truly an empire resurgent.
Yeah, the ambush failing. Oh my. Are you kidding me? That sucks. Okay, fair enough.
Make way.
That does suck, I'm not gonna lie. Oh well.
My will be done. Imperishable. My reign. Greatest. I rule everything.
Devastating flanker for chariots is pretty solid.
Return to Kemri.
Alright. We can also lay up an ambush right here. Don't disappoint me, Forik. I'd be pretty pissed if you did. Though if I go after Khalida, I mean, I'll gain her with... And to be clear, she's very much worth it as the Confederation option.
Of course.
Okay, we can gain Gorkazan.
My faith in you wanes. Nehekara will.
Gotta love that Tomb King, You gotta love the Tomb Kings. It's like, oh, you think you're gonna...
Settra does not serve. Enthrone them. Go this way.
You think you're just gonna win a battle like that? No, 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 no. That's not how this is done. You gotta fight for it. So let us actually fight for it. Well, win it easily. Well, it's less about Tomb Kings in this case, actually. More so about corn. So I think you just need to defeat Khalida, by the way, like her own army. Pretty sure that's how that's gonna work. Anyway. That position right. Oh, shit. Yeah, I see. Unfortunate, but so be it. So I just cast Warhounds, not... I thought for a second those were bloodletters. That would have sucked. Keep in mind, he will get bloodletters as a summon eventually. So I do obviously gotta be aware of that particular problem. Yeah, there's no one that's threatening me here, so I don't really care. Corn be corn. What can you say? Yeah, they might need to change some of the dynamics that Settra has to deal with in his game. I'm thinking, maybe it would have been a play to actually take Orgazanbi quickly here. Because that way, I would have been able to... Alright, let's get... good question. Which one should I pick up? Oh, yeah. That one. Catapult capacity. Why not? Build a barrack, sell it to Forik. Not necessarily. Because Scarbrand is ruining my day. I swear. The one thing that does hurt Settra more so than anything else is like you got the Bloodground in Numas, you got Scarbrand to the north, you got all those issues that come along with this situation, if you will.
Before your king. Settra comes. I have no use for these.
Now we're going somewhere.
Prepare to march.
What? Oh! Make it snappy, I've got work to...
Khemri is a complex machine. You can't just portion off pieces of it to get a vassal. I mean, yes, you can, but it's really not the recommended thing to do. So if you want the easy path, yeah, just sell off pieces of Khemri and eventually get them back for trade agreements, etc. You can do so. And you can do so with so many different factions. It's not really a cheese. Vassalization is a core part of the game experience. Like, people might bitch about... Yeah, let's go to the Lich Priest. Maybe I should have gotten a Necrotect? I don't know. But regardless, we can get some... Yeah, I should have gotten a lot of different things, but so be it. It's all water under the bridge. Okay. What the hell is Forik doing anyway? That's why I'm wondering about. Gorbat. Yeesh. Well, that's a good thing, actually. He's done me a solid there by dealing with Malagor. He still has an army.
greatness comes. Address me as your...
Now this is a bit silly, I gotta say. Like, there is no way to win this battle for the AI. Like, it's not gonna freaking happen. Like, at most, yes, at most, he can do some damage. I'm not gonna dispute that, but I am not seeing a win here. So, what is going on? Actually, I'd send them into the middle right here. I mean, look, I understand that Korn with flaming attacks hard counters undead. This is one of the reasons why putting him right next to Settra is such a misery, but there is a major difference between that and freaking victory in this battle. Alright, that's it. Oh, it's because of the unique experience, I see. I'm starting to wonder about that unique experience, though.
Unleash these slaves. Priest king of greatest...
Yeah, whatever.
Power will be mine. Let the living live.
We'll worry about that later. Now, let's get that. Or should I save my money? I think Settra can handle it. Yeah, I just need to take this element right now. I wonder if he has some cult or something. Or one of those landmarks. Unusual locations because they can affect chaos factions. He's getting a lot of experienced... Yeah, let's get that. He's getting a lot of experience on his units, and I'm just starting to wonder how.
Settra the Imperishable.
I mean, okay.
Yours is not to quit. Defeat is impossible. Settra the Imperishable. King of kings.
Yeah, we can get some tomb guards. There we go. So, that's it. He's done. Okay. Didn't quite expect it like that, but sure, we'll take it. Shop tea or tomb guards?
Arise, legions.
Let's get the start getting the scorpions. I mean, I could just keep the province, but then you know.
You reflect the fate of all who tread.
I wouldn't be able to do that. Oh! Oh, we don't have vision, Gorbad. Why don't we have vision, Gorbad? Should I be a troll? Should I get Gorbad, Ironclaw, and Forik, Ironbrow at the same time? Should I get Queek? Like, that's the thing, like, that's it. Like, deal with Scarbrand, neutralize Manfred somehow. Like, yeah, you can just rush Manfred, then Scarbrand comes from the north, you lose Numas, you spend a lot of time recovering. Wow. I did not think that was gonna happen. Well, let's, There we go.
You're mighty stupid coming to talk to me.
That's a question.
What brings you to my mighty forge? Aye!
We're one big happy family, aren't we? Hilarity ensues.
Before your king.
Or... Yep. So now, gonna go after... Oh! You might have pissed off the right people. Way I'm seeing it. Yeah, I just need a bit of money. I wonder if Khalida can,
You should
Oh, I don't want her to die. So we're gonna have to force march all the way there to save her bacon.
my dynasty. I'm keeping me chopper.
Unfortunate.
Serfs. Move, but not yet.
Wait, you just... Damn it, Forik.
Land of the dead. Speak thy word.
Just gotta ruin my day, don't you? Yeah, I'll declare war on Queek, and hopefully he takes Lamia so I can take it back. Yeah, there's the process. It's a bit weird I can't sell that settlement to Gorbat, but so be it. Winnable, winnable. Alright, money. There we go. New dynasty. Yep. Oh. Archon is gone.
Mortals, thou find my harem. It is ours.
I only take.
All right. I'll worry about Settra's quest item a bit later. Thinking to myself that I could take that element one way or another.
You speak with Settra.
Sure. Just, yeah.
Unleash these slaves.
As expected.
My will be done. Moving. Settra does not serve. Make way for
Now let's see if we can find Khalida somewhere.
Make your
I just want to fight her. Take control of her stuff and be done with it. Although technically, I could just defeat her. She's probably lost her main army anyway, so no Bone Giant or Hero Titan or whatever unit she has. I think it's a Bone Giant. Okay, move through the desert right there. Can't declare war on Manfred just yet.
of the dead. We move when I'm ready.
Because if I do, that's gonna ruin my diplomacy rating, and I'd rather really not end up at war fighting fighting Warzag just yet. Now, of course, I could sell Gorgazan to a whole bunch of different factions, but yeah, for the moment, I'd just rather not. Where is Forik? What the heck is he doing? If Khalida is there... Yeah, she might be. She only has 2 armies, I think, at this point. Gonna take Migdal, sell that to Gorbat, sell the other cell.
Submit. 10 words. That's all you're getting. Address me as your highness.
Alright, so just start getting more troops.
I should take your advice.
Don't really care about the recruit rank for that specific lord. There we go.
You speak with Settra.
What do you want? Nah. He's my next victim. See what Khalida ends up doing there. Might have to go north, actually.
The day of awakening comes. In motion. Speak thy word.
Yeah, I'm willing to take that specific penalty.
Address me as your Nehekara will be mine. Arise, legions. My dynasty reigns supreme. Thus, attend. Good. To war for Nehekara.
Settra's real benefit
Be done.
right there is more so in the fact that he does get the ability to yeah, we're gonna go chariots. He gets the ability of constructing the pyramids faster because those pyramids cost population surplus, so him being able to get settlements to, you know, a higher level is a pretty big deal from that perspective. So am I gonna fight the rodents? Probably, assuming the rodents are even capable of fighting me. Okay, let's just take this settlement right here. Where are you at, Khalida? Yeah, so I'm gonna save right here. Why not? So, where's Khalida? Yeah, at least he pulled back.
To battle for the Creator.
Would have been annoying had he actually taken the settlement. Maybe I should give him an order to go after Queek.
Settra comes. Do not betray your king.
Screw it. We're reducing her to the last settlement she has.
This is Settra's. Address me as your highness.
Oh, what? I admit, there is something.
My dynasty reigns supreme.
It's quite something. It's like Manfred just came out to play with all his toys.
Now we go.
Well, okay.
To war for Nehekara. Land of the dead.
Let's beat the crap out of him. So many black coaches.
I agree. Arise, my legion.
And it doesn't matter.
My new city. Nehekara rises from the sand.
Yeah, I need more heroes. Not even armies at this point, honestly.
I'm keeping me chopper in the air.
No, he's not quite willing to accept that, so let's see about our favorite ogre. He is also unwilling to accept that. Alright then. I'll just keep it then. For a moment. I just want to get Khalida at this point. Call that a victory. That was probably one of the more high-end armies that I've seen Tomb Kings actually get. How did he get all those black coaches, though, I wonder? She's still not there. Just, what the heck?
By the gods, destroy all.
Well, I guess Volkmar decided to have some fun. You do need to kill Volkmar, by the way, as Settra. So yeah, let's just get some
Agreed. This is my order.
heroes and start marching towards Volkmar because we are gonna have to beat the crap out of him too. Right. At this point, yeah, I guess I could use the growth. I just need the growth points for the pyramid. How many turns has she actually been wounded? Hard for me to say. Come on.
Yes. To battle for the Creator God. My will be done. Submit to your king.
Well, that's Manfred. Another problem dealt with. Get some money and get more tomb guards. Or maybe a more Ushapti. I am fond of my Ushapti. Alright, he's pulling back. I think he just doesn't know what the heck he's trying to do, really. Ooh. Gorbat. You sneaky little shit. Alright. We'll keep killing her armies until she actually spawns. Wow. Okay.
You are
He's getting beaten by the minor Skaven factions. Because he's, like, it's actually an issue because you are surrounded by both those factions, so you gotta be careful about that. Volkmar, my buddy, my pal. You're gonna die.
The greatest artist. The land of the dead. No.
And then we'll take the back Pyramid of Nagash as well. Okay, that's easy enough. And what else do we want? Well, we need money.
Power in unlife
Yeah, he can handle that.
will be mine.
Call in a Tomb Prince if we could, but we can't.
Your advice. Address me as your highness.
I mean, already did there, so that makes
Summon
sense.
them. Shatter their bones.
Impossible.
Arise, my legions.
So much for the crusade in Hekara. There is no crusade. You are not welcome here.
Bow before you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start the first dynasty right there.
This is my endeavor. I'm keeping me chopper in the hand. Might you?
Okay. You know, I keep thinking about the fact, do I want to fight Warzag? Do I not want to fight Warzag? I can avoid it if I sell him Sinberg. Just trying to figure out if it's worth it or not. Greenskins are good vassals, to be sure. There's my horde army. There she is, finally. Just sack it. Because I think if you just occupy, yeah, form confederation. I wonder what happens if you banish her. Oh, doesn't matter. That is a victory. A Patron Necrotect.
I am not ready.
Okay, good. That's all sorted out.
Petra watches.
So I'm just curious if I need Suddenberg in any capacity. So let me just check. So it's Suddenberg and Plain of Tuskers. It's not mentioned, so I think I should be fine with that.
What?
That battle right there might just be the harder one. Because that is a powerful army.
Not yet.
Anyway. Mission accomplished. She's going to be up in 4 turns. No problem. We get our growth right there. We start getting stuff to a higher tier. We take the Black Pyramid of Gash.